Hi friends, Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and my pal Kala and I are here today to talk to you about some really great books that I think you might enjoy. But first, before we get started, I just want to say Happy September! We're officially into September now, which is one of my favorite months of the year, and not just because I love fall, but also because September, the last week of September specifically, is Banned Books Week every year. This is a week that's dedicated to free speech and the freedom to read. It usually highlights current and historical attempts to censor books in libraries and schools. The whole book community gets together to celebrate this. Librarians, booksellers, teachers, but most importantly, readers like you. You're the most important part of Banned Books Week because what this whole week is celebrating is freedom. Now, what is book censorship? Well, book censorship is the act of some authority figure trying to suppress ideas and information in books. Sometimes books are challenged, which means somebody is trying to get them removed from a library or school. And other times they are banned, which means they have succeeded and the books are actually removed. Books can be banned for all kinds of reasons: political, religious, moral, social. A lot of the young adult books that are banned are done so because of LGBTQ content, language, or sexual content. So, because this week is so important and special, I thought we would celebrate it all month long. So, we're going to be talking about books all month that have been banned or challenged and why they've been challenged or banned, and also why I think that they are worth reading. So, the first book is actually one of my favorite books ever, of all time, and it's called Looking for Alaska by John Green. And I believe this book has recently had a movie or a TV show on Netflix. I'm not sure which, but I know that it does have media content with it as well. And this book is about a boy named Miles who starts going to this boarding school in Alabama called the Culver Creek Boarding School. And while he's there, he was kind of a loner before, didn't really have a lot of friends. But when he's there, he meets a whole new group of people who he becomes very close with, especially this girl called Alaska, who he ends up completely falling in love with. Alaska is she's beautiful, she's funny, she's clever, and she's also very self-destructive. And this book has a lot to do with their relationship, and without giving too much away, there's something that happens, a big event that happens right in the middle of the book that changes everybody forever after that. Now, the reason this book was banned was because of its sexual content. It does have some sexual content in it. However, this book is it's one of those books that after I read it for the first time, I could not stop thinking about it. It's just such a beautiful, emotional story, and it has stayed with me for years, and I just absolutely love it. There's so much to love about this book. And that again is called Looking for Alaska. The second book is called The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. Whew, that is a long title to say, isn't it? My goodness. The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian. Now, this is a book about a young Native American man named Junior who lives on the Spokane Indian Reservation. He has a lot of medical conditions, he gets teased a lot, but he wants more than anything to have a really good education. So what he decides to do is he actually starts going to an all-white school in a neighboring town. And because of this, he is completely ostracized. He's ostracized by his own community because they feel like he's a traitor for going to this different school. And he's also ostracized by the white kids in the school because he's completely different. He's the only one that looks like him at that school. The reason why this book was banned was because it has a lot of discussion of hard topics like alcohol, poverty, bullying. There's some profanity in it as well. But this book is so amazing to read because it really, first of all, Junior is just such a great character. You can really identify with him and just feel for him. And even if you haven't gone through an experience exactly like his, everybody, I think, can relate to that feeling of not fitting in, not feeling like they belong anywhere. And it's a wonderful, wonderful book to read. So that's what I have for you guys today. And next week and the following weeks, the rest of September, we're going to talk about some more really great books that have been banned in the past. And these two books that we talked about today are actually available at the Farmington Community Library, so you can put them on hold and pick them up during our curbside service. Also, we are now in phase 3 of reopening, and for limited hours throughout the week, you can actually come into the building to pick up books as well. So you can get these books either of those ways. Thank you so much, my friends, and have a wonderful rest of the week.